We just watched the Chelsea versus Spurs game, my man. As a neutral watching that game, that was a really good game, guys. That was a really good game, man. But here are some things that we learned from that game, man. Yo, number one, man, Robin Hood FC or Spurs, man, those guys might be in trouble, man. Especially Ange, man, he might be in trouble because I'm not gonna lie, the form that Spurs are in currently is not looking good, man. It's not looking good. The form they're in is looking good. How do you go and beat Manchester City, right? Because Spurs beat Manchester City 4-0, and I was like, yo, that's like Spurs are playing so well, and they played really well that game. Spurs played really well that game, but in recent times or just in recent years or months, I can say that's the kind of thing that you expect from Spurs because they beat Manchester United and they lost to Ipswich. They beat Manchester City and they lost to, I think it was Fulham or something like the next week. And then they lost to Bournemouth midweek, right? Spurs do things like that. And then they play against Chelsea today. They started out very well, man. Spurs started off pretty well. But then, like, there was just something that was just like, you know what? Spurs is going to give this league. Like, you're watching the game and you just seeing that Spurs is going to give it the lead, and that's exactly what happened because the way Chelsea was able to easily play through them was crazy. But I'm not going to lie, it was a very entertaining game because the defending from both teams was abysmal. The defending from both teams today was very poor. Now, there were some glimpses of good things there, here and there, but overall, the defending was very poor. It's not like it was a very good attacking performance from either of the teams. It was just very poor defending, especially the two penalties that Chelsea had. For the first one, why are you pushing him down? He's going away from goal. And even the second one, why is Pap Sarr hitting Cole Palmer when he's going away from the goal, right? So the two goals they scored today were very, very poor. And you gotta feel for Ange because I think Ange is not a bad manager. Ange is a good manager in my opinion. But this is one thing Spurs got to look at, right? If you're bringing decent managers to your team, but it's not working every single time, then there has to be a problem with the club itself. Just like Manchester United, like it has to be a problem with the club itself. It has to be a problem with the club itself. Like I don't think I think if Ange leaves Spurs, he's probably gonna go somewhere else and he's probably gonna do better. But it's just something with this Spurs team, man. It's just something with the Spurs team. And another thing that was interesting in this game, man, Jadon Sancho, man, he was playing like he had a point to prove today. He was playing like he had a point to prove because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was hate watching, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was hate watching because dude was at Manchester, bro. All the years Jadon Sancho was at Manchester United, I never seen him play like that. I never seen Jadon Sancho play like that all his time at Manchester United. This was Dortmund Sancho, not the little loan spell he did. This was back in the day Dortmund Sancho, man. Like the way he was linking up play with his fullback, those little interchange, those little combination play that Jadon Sancho loved to do. This was that Sancho, man. I never seen this Sancho at Manchester United, yo. I never seen this Sancho at Manchester United, and that pissed me off because I'm thinking, right, we have a guy like Garnacho starting in that right 10 spot, right? No, he's starting in that left 10 spot. Jadon Sancho be perfect in that position. But at the end of the day, like I don't want to do no revision because if you look at it, his Manchester United career was very poor. Like the guy was given chances, he just didn't do it. But like Jadon Sancho, man, this was one of the best games I've seen of him in the Premier League. Like he was very good. Like it took me back to that like that Dortmund days, man. Like it just took me back. And another player for Spurs that was pretty good was a Song, even though he didn't score today. But I thought he was good today. Now, bro, Chelsea are 4 points off of Liverpool right now. Like they just kind of creeped up there. Like no one expected Chelsea to be there, and Arsenal drop points today. But Chelsea just kind of creeped their way up there. They are currently 4 points off of Liverpool. Obviously, Liverpool have a game in hand, but Chelsea are 4 points behind, and they're creeping up there. They're in the second place. Enzo Maresca is doing a great job, man. And that's why I was saying, right? That's what I was saying. Like that's what Manchester United to do. Enzo Maresca came in, man. He was very ruthless. He came in. He saw those guys. He said, "I don't want this brother. I don't want this brother. I don't want this brother. Get rid of them." And he only kept the guys that he wanted. Right? He was ruthless. That's what I want Amarin to do. That's what Amarin to do, right? come in. You know the system you're trying to play. The guys that can't do it, get rid of them. But Enzo Maresca, man, he's doing a good job so far. The only thing I can say about this Chelsea team, right? There's no like an old head in that team, right? A guy, I mean, the only guy with experience you can say is a Reece James, but bro, the guy's never fit. The guy's not on the pitch. But there's no one like a Thiago Silva, right? That was there in previous seasons doing that Champions League run. There's no one like that, right? There's no one at Chelsea like that you can say, oh, he's like an old head, an experienced player that have been through, that have been through tough runs, going for titles and going for trophies and things like that. So I think that's something they will have to figure out. That's something the manager will have to figure out when like things start going really tough. Like you need that voice in the dressing room, like someone that have the experience to kind of wake these guys up, to kind of tell them, because bro, they're just a bunch of young guys just vibing. Like the vibes are good right now. They're a bunch of young guys, but the only thing I can say is like they don't have that experienced head. They don't have that experienced head in this because bro, it's a very young team. It's a very young team. They don't have that experienced head in the team. But man, like this Chelsea team is looking good, man. Now, like the only person that had a poor game today was Jackson. I thought he was very poor today. Like he could have had like 2 goals today if he finished his chances. But I thought he was very poor today, man. I thought Kulusevski was very good this game. Overall, man, it was a very entertaining game to watch as a neutral. But I'm sure if you were a Spurs or Chelsea fan, you was probably like, yo, what are they doing? Because defensively, it was very poor. It was very poor defensively. But man, like, that's all I gotta say on that game, man. Yo, man, you guys like the video? If you make it this far, man, subscribe to the channel, people. And I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out.